Hey guys, Melinda Haynes, license number 102308. I want to talk about something that's going to maybe cause a trigger for some people, so just be warned. You might not want to listen if you have sexual abuse in your past, or you may want to listen because it might be actually helpful. And it's probably going to make some parents sick to their stomach. So I wanted to tell you how grooming works. So let's say you have somebody in your child's life, and it could be somebody that's close to your child. It could be somebody who's a friend. I don't want to name any particular roles that job descriptions or whatever that might have access to kids. Okay, but let's just say it's somebody who's older than your child and somebody who has access to your child and somebody that the child potentially trusts. Eventually what happens, and pretty soon, is this child, the one that's been picked by the predator to be the next victim, this child starts getting groomed. Okay, so grooming is a behavior that sexual predators use to kind of prepare the child for sexual abuse. So the predator might treat the child with special attention, buy the child video games, jewelry, take them out for ice cream, do things that are going to make the child feel very special. Then, after the child feels special and trusts this person, the predator will start the next behavior, the next step of playing games, touching games that maybe start off being kind of safe touching games, so-called. If we didn't know the intention behind it, they might seem safe, but then they progress into not safe. Well, by the time the child feels uncomfortable with it, the child, not necessarily understanding that the grooming has been happening, not necessarily understanding that this adult is taking advantage and has this plan, the child will feel like, well, I've been a willing participant all this time. Or the child will feel like, well, I really trust this person. It's probably not what I'm thinking, or it's probably not as bad as what it makes me feel like inside, or this person didn't really mean it. So they go along with it a little bit more. Okay, not because they're, bad children or whatever, just because they're tricked and they don't understand. They don't understand yet that they can say no. They don't understand that this person is not a safe person and they've been set up. Okay, they don't get that. So the kid's going along with it then at this point because of all the reasons I mentioned before, and plus they don't want to get the person in trouble. They don't want to get themselves in trouble. And then by the time it escalates and worse things happen, the child then is so confused, and there's layers of shame. There's layers of, I'm bad, I participated in it, I'm as much at fault as this other person. Or they take full responsibility. It's not even a shared responsibility thing. It's, I did this, I made this happen. Not to mention even what the predator is telling the kid about, oh, it's your fault, and if you weren't so beautiful, or if you weren't so, sexy or tempting or whatever, then I wouldn't be doing this. Kind of like blaming the kid for being so great and so wonderful. And other kinds of things could be, oh, we have a shared relationship, and oh, we have a special relationship, and you can't tell anybody because it's our secret. And if you tell somebody, they just don't understand. They don't understand, how special you are, or what this, unique relationship we have is like. So there's all these different, layers of stuff going on. Okay, so if we don't have these open conversations with our kids, if we're not actively talking with them about this stuff, preparing them almost for the fact that there are icky people that want to do icky things and touch us in our, our bathing suit area where it's not okay to touch. If we're not doing this, if we're not setting these boundaries for our kids and telling them it's okay to set these boundaries when they're away from us, then they might be more susceptible. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. We want them to be strong. We want them to have strong voices. We want them to be able to say no. We want them to be able to go and tell somebody, a trusted adult, that, this person's trying to play this touching game and it's not okay. It makes me feel icky inside. You know what? It's better for them to be able to talk about it and use their voice and to be able to tell their friends. If their friends say, oh, me and, so-and-so other person have this, special game or the special relationship, for other kids to be able to say, oh, that's not okay. I've learned this one. This is not okay. We need to tell somebody. for them to be able to know that. So let's start a conversation. What's going on in our society is not okay. They're promoting not safe stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna get on a tangent, but anyways, let's teach our kids to be safe. Have a conversation with them, draw a picture of a person on a paper, draw a picture of your child even, have them draw in where's the bathing suit area, where this is not okay. We don't play games with this area. We don't let other people touch. This is private. This is special. And we talk about it. The less we talk, the more shame happens. It's just the way it is. Shame is about secrecy. Okay, so we don't want this to be in secret. We want to talk about it. We want to be able to say, you know what, this is okay and this is not okay. And we have these conversations, and it's a normal thing to do, to talk about it and just to be like, you know what, here's healthy, here's not healthy. Let's do it. Let's start a conversation with each other and with our kids. Thanks for watching.